Welcome back everyone to another Yellow Backpack Guy video. I'm your host, the Yellow Backpack Guy. And on today's video, we have ride number 3 with the Forcite Mark 1 Founders Edition helmet. And I want to rattle off some stats before I forget. At the end of ride 2, battery level was down to about 56%, so it was down to 56% after 2 rides. That was after completing 2 full rides, the first ride being 40 minutes, the second ride being almost an hour, maybe like, if you gotta be specific, 57 minutes. Then we were down to about 56% on the battery life. But I mean, that was pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty legit. So after 2 rides, we were down to 56% battery life. So I'm like, you know what? Let's keep testing this thing. Let's let it ride. Let's let it ride. So we're back. We're back with ride number 3, and we're just using the same battery. I have not charged it yet. We're just letting it ride. Wow, we're hitting streetlights after streetlights today. The interesting thing though about this though, maybe it's like, you know, like when you're recording, that's like a lot of stress on the battery, so the battery, you know, depletes faster, of course, like when you're, you know, using it hard. But it was really interesting this morning when I plugged it in and synced the phone back to the Forcite. I was back up to like 65%. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was down to 56% just the other day on ride number 2, after ride number 2. But preparing for ride number 3 and not charging the helmet at all, it jumped back up to about 65%. I'm like, okay. All right. Perpetual energy. I love it. Perpetual energy. But maybe it just has to do with like how the battery was probably just tired from the last ride. It's probably like doing some math calculations, like maybe it's just getting ahead of itself. I'm not exactly sure, you know, from the other day, like, oh man, let me just calculate a little lower to be conservative and then jump back up if it sees it hasn't been used for a while. I don't know, just an interesting observation. So starting this ride out at 65%, if we could still be at, I mean, it's wishful thinking, but if we could still be at 30% by the end of this ride, or 35% battery left, we might be able to get a 4th ride out of this one charge. That'd be awesome. So once again, this is ride number 3 with the Forcite Mark 1 Founders Edition helmet. And we're coming live from Brentwood, California. And I'm your boy, YBG, the Yellow Backpack Guy. Another interesting thing happened this morning before we went on this ride. I got a comment left by Forcite Helmets himself. I was like, cool, thanks. They're probably wondering how I got this helmet. They're like, and I got to learn they've sold exactly 1,300 helmets to date. They've sold 1,300. So that lines up with the Founders Edition release of 1,000 helmets, and then the Pioneer release of 300 helmets. Yeah, that's confirmed. And well, thank you Forcite Helmet Systems for commenting on my video. I appreciate that. That's really nice for you to reach out. And yeah, I bought this helmet. Yes, just very slightly used. The user before me, he treated the helmet really, really nice. He probably only used it a couple times. And he said the helmet was too big, so that's how I acquired this helmet. Because yeah, I was not able to order it through your website. I tried snagging a Pioneer Edition helmet, and then I realized when I was going through the process, I was like, there is no addresses I can select outside of Australia or New Zealand. So I was like, I didn't want. I really wanted a Pioneer Edition helmet, a new one, but I only got one buddy that like lives in New Zealand, and I didn't know if I wanted to do like didn't know if I want to do some piggyback shipping to over there and then ship it again back to me and then like it would be wishy-washy on support and all that stuff. So I thought like, oh, you know what, I'll just like take a chance and try and find one secondhand, slightly used someday. So I was watching and watching and watching and watching and watching and watching some more, and I found one. And I bought it, and I got it shipped EMS post via Australian Postal Service to USPS Postal Service here in the United States. And I must say, your Australian Post Service at their highest expedited level is very efficient. Their air post is really, really good. I got the helmet in like a little under 3 weeks, and I was like, wow, that's awesome. But that's definitely the caveat. You gotta ship it air, and you gotta pay the money. You gotta shell out the cash. You expect to get anything before Christmas at this time of year if you order it in October or November. Or if you ship something in October or November, you need to ship that thing air freight. Not air freight, expedite air mail. But yeah, no, I was so happy. Like, it only sat in customs for like less than a day in Australia, and then maybe it was 2 days in Australian customs, and then 1 day in U.S. customs, which is amazing. I don't know how they formed that relationship. That is awesome, because I have a serial order of stuff from Taiwan, and I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if it has to do with like queue, like just how many packages from a particular country are waiting to like be checked through customs. I don't know if there's like little rows at the airport, like, okay, this is like from like China, this is from Taiwan, this is from Singapore, Australia. I don't know if it's like lined up by country or if it's lined up by like the service it was sent, but man, you get really nervous buying stuff from Taiwan sometimes, because it can legit sit in customs for 2 or 3 weeks. Just in customs! Just, you're like, it's in customs, what's going on? But yeah, that didn't happen at all. It was like, it was 2 days in Australian customs, and I think it was just waiting. It might have just been waiting. It might have been waiting for a plane or something. But like U.S. is like 1 day. I was like, this is amazing. It came through. I got the helmet. Did a little unboxing. I'm still working on that video because it's super duper long. I need to cut that. I need to make that. Figure out how to cut that thing down to sub 10 minutes, or I don't know if anyone will watch it. I think it's really interesting, but you know, really got so much time in the day. Only so much time in the day, and all that good stuff. On another note, I checked all the air vents. It appears to have 5 air vents on the helmet. 2 on the bottom front near the chin area, 2 above the visor area, like on the forehead, like a couple more vents there. So we got 2 below, 2 on top, and then one big, like one big spoiler vent on the back. So I checked all the vents, and all of them are closed except for one. I was like, that's weird. They just popped open on accident or something. But now I have the lower, there was one lower chin one open, so now I have that closed. So I'll compare and contrast the videos, see if we notice any difference between ride 1, 2, and then versus ride 3, this morning ride that we're on right now. It might help a little bit. I am still hearing a lot of wind noise in the helmets, but I mean, it's a carbon fiber helmet. That type of shell material, that's just what happens, I think, right? It's light. It's light. It's hard. It's not fiberglass or ABS plastic. Those are other materials helmets are made out of. Those tend to be quieter, but they're heavy. Like, this helmet's really light. Like, for having all kinds of electronics and stuff in it. I think maybe we'll put it on the scale at some point. I need to see if I have my mailing scale somewhere. Let's throw the stuff on the scale. We'll see how much it weighs. But just by feel, it definitely feels lighter than my Built Blaze helmet and my SHOEI GT Air helmet. So, you know, props for making a really light helmet. That's cool. This carbon fiber stuff's like where it's at. And the one that I have is the matte carbon fiber, and I love matte carbon fibers. Very, very nice looking. I'm sure the shiny carbon fiber is great too, but I'm a matte finish type of guy. A matte finish type of guy. I just like this. I like the Batman look. Batman. So that's cool. It's cool. I like to think of myself as a smart helmet connoisseur or a smart helmet advocate. Like, I really, really want to see all these helmets improve and develop. And I think Forcite, I think you got it. I think you are ahead of the pack. You have the development team. You're excited. You like to keep moving development forward. You actually ship helmets you pre-sale. Amazing. That's awesome. And yeah, really excited to see what else you have in store for us in the future. And you say you have a lot of software updates coming for the helmet as well. That's cool. I'd love to see if you have anything for the U.S. market as far as software updates. In the general software update, I mean, I'm sure like maybe it'll make the helmet more efficient, or maybe make it just like the overall hardware work better. I mean, yeah, I'm just curious to see. Like, but I'll take it with a grain of salt, because I know I'm like one of like maybe 5 people that somehow got a helmet here, and I'm just guessing. But you guys think I'm just like one of one, but I think there's a few others out there. Like, where's Chase on 2 wheels from? I think he's got a helmet. I think I saw a video where he had a helmet. I was like, how did he get a helmet? But then again, I'm not 100% sure where he's from, like what part of the world he's from. So that might have a little bit to do with it too. It's very clear and very dry out this morning. And I'm not wearing headphones again. Or earplugs. I'm not wearing earplugs. I should. It's pretty windy. Pretty windy through here. But I'm talking in my regular voice, because I noticed from the first 2 rides, looking at the audio, although there's some wind noise on the audio track, I feel like I can hear myself okay. It doesn't cut out. The static isn't really crazy. Like, there's no clipping. There's almost no clipping at all. Like, it's amazing. Like, you dialed in the tune of the microphone, so no matter how loud you're talking, it seems to pick everything up and not clip it out. Not just pick it up, but not pick it up too much too, to the point of where it's just like too loud. But I like doing audio normalization. I like that process. I think it can help like kind of smooth out audio in general. Once again, this helmet has about the same fit as my SHOEI GT Air, which is great, because my SHOEI GT Air is a large. I believe that fit size is 58 to 60 centimeters. You know, when measuring your head, the 58 to 60 inch diameter. I think that's forehead diameter. And this is also rated at, you know, an average head size of 58 to 60 centimeters, so that worked out. I think this is a slightly more round helmet. I think the SHOEI GT Air is also roundish, not like, it's a spectrum, so it's not like a super round helmet, but it's definitely on the more round side, whereas the Jarvish, oh, that's really narrow. That's like for alien heads. That's like oval or super oval. Egg. If you have an egg alien head, you can wear Jarvish. But I feel feels more round. I'm not sure if they claim round or oval, but I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check the site and see what it says. For the Forcite Mark 1 Founders Edition. Ah, the wind tapered off just a smidge, It's still going though. The wind wheels are moving. Oh, they're pointing the other way though. Wind's coming from the north. We're heading southwest. Once again, this is ride number 3 with the Forcite Mark 1 Founders Edition helmet. It is very clear out. It is a nice morning. It's clear, dry. Look at that. That's the city of Livermore, California. Livermore, California. Can you see that sunrise over there? I mean, I don't see the sun, but the sunrise. The pretty colors. We'll check. We'll see later. So that's the bike lane over there, but for bicycle, not motorcycle. I think you get busted if you're driving it. Especially down here, it says don't ride on the shoulder. It's like a double whammy. There's a don't ride on the shoulder sign somewhere up here. Don't ride or drive in the shoulder. This is bananas. Bananas. This is bananas. Bananas. Whoa. Whoa. Truck came from nowhere. Just out. He's like, you know what? I'm going for it. But it is tough though. They have the road here. You have to go across the double yellow. That's not fair. That's just bananas. They just repaved over here. It's pretty. This guy's probably like, why are the lights so crazy behind me? It's like, well, you have a motorcycle trying to stay up on its two wheels going 1 mile an hour. 2 miles an hour. 2 miles. 2 miles an hour. I think Forcite might have subscribed to my channel. I saw the subscriber count go from 109 to 110, which I've been at 108 for like a month, and all of a sudden I got a couple subscribers. So I'm at 110. Maybe we'll go back down to 109. I don't know. But yay! I don't even know why I'm mentioning it. I don't really care. Not that Forcite joined, that's cool, that's really nice. I meant the subscriber count. But it would be kind of a cool perk to get to 1,000, just to be like, yeah. Google's would be like, you know what? You made it to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. We are now gonna offer you $5 for your contribution to the internet. Yay. But I think it's more like you have to earn 100 and then they send you a direct deposit. Way back in the day, you used to get Google checks. Google checks, like a real check from Google. But now it's all direct deposit from what I hear. And you gotta make $100. Once you hit $100, they send you a direct deposit. And I think the direct deposit comes once a month. So it's not just $100. It's not like you get like 20 $100 direct deposits. I think you get, if you're a real big channel, you get one big direct deposit every month. Like, depending on what your cut of the ad revenue is. I think that's how that works. From what I read and what I'm told. Well, yesterday it's like a magnet down here for no gas. Had to go to the gas station again. And of course, I went to the most expensive Chevron in the East Bay. The one Chevron right over here. It's not always the most expensive. They just change their gas prices very slowly, going up and down. Actually, they're pretty good about changing it up if it needs to go up. But if it needs to go down, they wait quite a bit of time. But I think I filled up at $5.49, where you see this little 7-Eleven here is $4.89. Let's see if we can see it. See, it's over there, big shiny sign. Big shiny sign. Yep, $5.49. Cha-ching, cha-ching. $5.49. Big money. Come on, red. Ah, dudes. That's so lame. That's okay, we'll let him in. Thank you, sir. Boom, peace. I appreciate your assistance in this traffic commute. Test 1, 2, 3, test. Test 1, 2, 3, test. This is a 65 mile an hour test. A 65 mile an hour test. Test 1, 2, 3, test. This is a 70 mile an hour test. All vents are closed. All vents are closed. Slight breeze. Minus, of course, the wind going 65 to 70 miles an hour. I'll be curious to see what the battery life is at. Green light. Oh, did someone get pulled over? I think they did. Oh. I know some people, like Hippo Drones, he would like to use this helmet for a track day while talking at 150 miles an hour. What a badass. That's tight. That's awesome. Awesome. I bet they can figure out how to make that happen. Or if any company can, Forcite probably can. That'd be cool. Cool.